This is the Switch Lab, a one-week workshop bringing people from around the nation together to build a road-ready electric vehicle.
I've been associated with Switch since about 2018. Bought a Switch vehicle and we ended up putting it together. What I love about my job is the fact that I've always had an interest in automotive and electronics. This combines them both.
The Career Technical Education Foundation had donated a Switch e-vehicle to the school I work at, and so they reached out to my principal, hey, do you have somebody who would be interested in teaching the Switch vehicle? And he asked me. Both of us kind of inherited this vehicle. We don't know a lot about it, so we're like, let's go to the training and see what it's like. So now we're trying to figure out how this is going to work for middle school.
I saw them when we were down at SEMA doing some education, and we purchased two, one with the grant, one with the allocation, and then we started developing our EV curriculum. So we just started teaching our first EV class this January, so we've done 1 week. And as part of that class, we're going to be building the Switch EV vehicles and with the students and learning the theories and fundamentals. And then once we've got the theories and fundamentals down, then we'll put it to practice on the actual Switch car.
I just love EVs. I love the technology associated with them. And I think that they are such an important part of where the future of transportation is going to go. Project-based learning brings home all these different things that the kids learn individually, and it tends to meld everything together. It gives them a real-world problem that they need to solve, and you're able to take what they've learned in science, what they've learned in English class, because you need to be a communicator to be able to work in the field once you graduate.
Some of these students can decide, well, I don't want to go into automotive, but I can go into the electrical field, or I can go into the HVAC field. So it builds on anything that they want to go into, and if they want to go back to college and get a degree in some of these things, they have more avenues to do it. So the excitement about it is they're going to leave with something.
Sometimes end up with tough kids, the behavior kids in classes like this, and it can really be a chance for them to show what they know and be successful in school when a lot of times they are not successful. They might struggle in their math or their English classes, but they do great in this area because for whatever reason, this works for their brain, or this is what they're interested in, and so this is where they're going to succeed. And so giving them that opportunity to show off their skills is huge. It is an opportunity for kids to kind of get that first introduction to, is this something I might be interested in more in the future, and give them those basic skills and basic knowledge as a foundation for later stuff.
Traditionally, when you've said automotive shop and things, a lot of people tend to get this idea of this greasy, hands dirty up to their elbows type thing. And this is so clean. It's like clean manufacturing. And the amount of science, the amount of technology that goes into this, and skills that the students learn from it and need to have going into it, it applies so much of what they learn in the other classrooms and brings it home.
So we'll spend time in the classroom with just lecture, going over batteries, motors, inverters, chargers, all that theory. And then with the Switch vehicles, we get to actually put it to practice, building the car. And what better way to learn how the systems work just to build it. Just kind of a full circle theory, practice, hands-on. They can say, I know how to do this because I've done this, not I remember learning about this in school. And so having that hands-on experience, because I would almost say all of my students are very kinesthetic learners. So just sitting and listening to a lecture in a classroom, they're going to retain about 10% of it. But then once you get out of the classroom into the lab and actually put your hands on it and do it, a lot of that stuff, that other 90% that they went in and went out, comes back, and then when you put it to practice, it actually sticks.
The infrastructure that supports EVs, the charging stations, looking at the engineering skills that go into it. I have had students that actually went to work that were in my EV class now that are working for Exelon, which is the electric utility in Northern Illinois that has nuclear plants. And I have one former student who works at the LaSalle nuclear plant as an electrical engineer.
In general, a lot of kids are only introduced to college options, showing them, hey, trade school is also an option, or going into more automotive or electrician options. I don't think that's pushed as much as an option for kids when it's actually a great option. I came in really knowing nothing about cars. My science background is more the biology, chemistry stuff. So it's been very fascinating.
Pretty much every student that graduates from the program gets a job. But we're starting to see that it's not always in automotive because there's such a huge demand for just skilled trades and people that have that mechanical aptitude and ability to see a problem, diagnose it, and fix it. It's a skill that, one, not everybody has.
I've heard it said that jobs that exist today, half of them didn't exist 10 years ago, and jobs that will exist in 10 years we can't even envision. And I think the change of pace is going more rapid than 10 years. I would even put it at 5 years. But the technical basics still apply. And here with the Switch program, we give people the technical basics, and they can take this and they can run with it. You can take what you learn here in the basics and apply it out so many different directions.